places. The plane is going to start now. Please turn off your phones. Don't use your flashlights because Professor Seagull usually hates flashlights during his performance. So, be quiet and enjoy the film.
Why do you always wear black?
I'm mourning for my life. Come and help me.
Why? I don't understand. Your health, your father do not reach his comfortably off. You know, my life is much more difficult than yours. I get 23 rubles per month all told, with pension contributions taken out of that, and I still don't wear mourning.
It's not a question of money. Even a pauper can be happy.
In theory, yes, but the reality is this. There's myself and my mother, 2 sisters and a little brother, and my salary is 23 rubles. We have to eat and drink, don't we? Buy tea and sugar. So try and manage on that.
The play will begin soon.
Yes. Nina will be acting and Konstantin Gavrilovich is writing the play. They're in love with each other, and today their souls will be united as they aspire to give the same dramatic effect. But my soul and yours have no common point of contact. I love you. And because of that longing, I can't sit at home. Every day I walk 6 miles here and 6 miles back. And all I get from you is indifference. But I understand it. I'm poor. My family is large. Why would you like to marry a man who has nothing to eat?
Nonsense. I'm touched by your love, but I can't feel the same. That's all. It's heavy. There must be a storm tonight. You're always philosophizing or talking of money. In your eyes, there is no greater misfortune than poverty. But in mine, it's 1,000 times easier to go in rags and live it by begging than to... But you won't understand.
A country life isn't really for me, old man. And of course I'll never get accustomed to life here. Yesterday, I went to bed at 9, and this morning I wake up at 10, feel as if my brain has kind of stuck to my skull from a long night's sleep. And again, without meaning to, I again went to sleep after lunch, and now I'm quite shattered as if I had a nightmare. At the end of the day,
you should probably live in the city. My friends will be called when it starts, but you shouldn't be here now. Go away, please.
Maria Lynch, please be kind enough to ask your papa to leave the dog of its chain, otherwise it will bark. My sister again didn't sleep all night.
Speak to my father yourself. I won't. Please don't ask me. Let's go.
We'll send somebody to tell us before it starts.
That means the dog will howl again all night. It's a funny thing. I've never lived in the country as I wanted to. I used to take 4 weeks leave and come here to relax and so on and so on. But they get at you here with all kinds of nonsense so that you won't get out on your very first day. I always left here with pleasure. Well, and now I'm retired. At the end of the day, there is nowhere to put myself. I think it's quite important for nowadays, for everyone, to take some time, just some time, just a little bit, to think about the meaning of life. It's quite...
What's in the village? I'm going for a swim.
Yes, all right, just be in your places in 10 minutes. We're starting soon.
Yes, sir.
So here's a theatre for you. First set of wings, and then the second, and then empty space. There's no sets. You look right up into the lake, right into the horizon. And we'll start at 8:30 sharp when the moon rises.
Splendid!
I mean, of course, if Nina is late and the whole effect would be lost, she really should be here by now. Her father and stepmother keep her locked up in that house, and for her, escaping is as hard as escaping from a prison. Your hair and beard are ruffled. Shouldn't you get a haircut?
The tragedy of my life. Even when I was young, I looked like a drunk and so on and so on. Women never loved me. Why is your mother?
Why? She's bored. She's jealous. She's against me and against the play, against the performance because she's not in it and Nina is. She hasn't seen the performance. She's already against it.
Well, really, imagine.
Now she's put out because it will be Nina having success on this little stage rather than herself. Psychological curiosity, my mother. Unquestionably talented. Clever. She's capable of crying over a book she'll declaim the whole of Necrassel from memory. She looks after the sick like an angel. You just cry and praise Jesus in front of her. One must only rise above her. One must only praise her, shout and go into ecstasies about her exceptional performance in La Dame aux Camille or Life's Hell. But since there are none of these drugs in the country, she turned cool and nasty and little against me. I mean, we're all to blame. She's superstitious. She's deaf in 3-lit candles. She's scared of the 13th of the month. And then she's stingy. Now this I know for a fact. She has 70,000 in the bank, Lobster. Yes. You ask her for a loan, she'll start crying.
But you have to mention that your mother doesn't like this way, and never get all upset and so on and so on. Calm down. Your mother worships you.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. Oh, she loves me not. She loves me. And yes, she loves me not. Of course not. My mother doesn't love me. She wants to live, to laugh, to wear bright-coloured blouses, but I'm already 25, and I remind her she's no longer young. When I'm not here, she's 34. When I am, she's 43, and for that, she hates me. She also knows that I hate the theatre. She loves the theatre. She thinks she serves mankind. Serves this sacred art, but I think the modern theatre is cliche and prejudice. I mean, here, the curtain rises and in a 3-walled room with, oh yes, 1, 2, 3 walls, these great talents, priests, show us how to eat and drink and live and love and walk and wear our jackets, and then out of these trite phrases and morals, we're expected to fish out this sort of moralistic image. You know, one that's simple to understand, useful in everyday life.
Still, we can't do that yet.
No, we need new forms. We need new forms, otherwise it's better to have nothing. I love my mother. I love her very much, but she leads a pointless life. She's always carrying on with this novelist, her name is perpetually in the newspaper, and it exhausts me. Perhaps it's the egoism of an ordinary mortal that comes out to me. I'm sorry my mother is a famous actress and I wish that she were an ordinary woman. What could be sadder or sillier than my situation? She entertains nobody but celebrities, actors, writers, and here I am. I only know them. I only tolerate them, son of son. What am I? What am I? I left university in the 3rd year in circumstances, as they say, under the editor's control. I have no talent. There's a Quebec to my name, and in my passport it says, I'm a petty bourgeois from Kiev. Now, my father was a petty bourgeois from Kiev, despite the fact he was a famous actor. So when all those great talents used to grace me with their attention, it was as if they were measuring my nothingness. And all the while, I had agonies of humiliation.
But wait, what kind of a man is writing this? You can never make him out. The guy never speaks.
Melancholy, talented. He's a long shot of 40, but he's already famous and well read. His writing is pleasant, it's talented. But after Tolstoy and Zola, you wouldn't want to read Trigorin.
The little boy. I love it, old boy. I used to want 2 things passionately. I wanted to marry, and I wanted to become a writer.
I hear footsteps. You know, even the sound of her footsteps is peaceful. Honestly, I can't live without her. It's just...
I'm not late. Oh, of course I'm not late.
No.
Oh, before I told you, I was so frightened. I was now with my stepfather. I loved the sky. The moon was beginning to rise and I thought it was hard. But I'm glad.
Seems like your little eyes have had tears. That can be good, huh?
No, you see how the pregnant. I'm going to half an hour. We must hurry. I have to. You mustn't. Keep me for God's sake. My father doesn't know I'm here.
Yes, we should probably go and call everyone.
Well, I'll get them all at this moment. You know, once I started singing like that, and the deputy public prosecutor said to me, "A powerful voice you have, Your Excellency." Then he added, "But not a pleasing one."
My father and his wife attend the company. They see you Bohemians. They're afraid I might become an actress. But I'm drawn here, to the lake, like a seagull. My heart is full of you.
We're alone.
I think someone's there.
No one.
What kind of train is it? What is this about?
It's evening, all objects are dark. Nina, don't leave early, please, I
You
beg
must
you.
stay.
Well, then what shall I do, Nina? Come into your garden and look up at your
You
window?
mustn't! There was one Lucia and she's always done nothing to you in the bar.
I love you. Who's there? Is that you, Yakov?
It is.
We got the sulfur. Is the moon rising?
It is.
When the red lights appear, we need the smell of sulfur. Go, get ready. Everything's ready, Mary. You nervous?
Yes, very. Your mama, but it doesn't matter. I'm not frightened of it. Trigorin is here. A famous writer. I feel scared and awkward acting in front of him. Is he?
Yes.
How wonderful the stories are.
I wouldn't know. I haven't read them.
It's difficult to act in your play. It has no living characters.
Living characters. Life shouldn't be what it is, or as it ought to be, but as it appears in dreams.
Your play doesn't have my attention, and I think the play should definitely have lovely dreams. It's getting down. Put on your jacket.
I'm fine.
It's stubbornness. You don't look after yourself. You are a doctor, and you know very well that campaign is bad for you. But you want me to suffer. Yesterday, you deliberately set out on the terrace the whole evening. You were so carried away talking to your little Ivan. You didn't notice the cold. Admit it, you find her attractive.
I'm 55 years old.
Nonsense. That's not old for man. You have really kept your looks, and you are still attractive to women.
So what can I do for you?
You are all ready to fall on your faces before an actress. All of you.
If society loves actors and treats them differently from, say, shopkeepers, that is, enjoyable or thing. It's idealism.
Women have always fallen in love with you and come for your leg. Is that idealism too?
So, there was a lot that was good at women's civics for me. They chiefly loved those guys doctrinally. 10 or 15 years, you remember, I was the only decent obstetrician in the whole province, and I was
Thank you.
She gave an amazing performance at the Poltava Fair in 73. Pure ecstasy. She played wonderfully. And would you also happen to know where Pavel Sironovich Shatin, a comedian, is now? He was inimitable as Rasblushchev. Where was Sadovsky? I swear to you, talented. Where is he now?
You always ask me about some husband. How would I know?
Pashka Shatin. They are not like him now. The stage has declined, Irina Nikolaevna. Once they were mighty oaks, but now we can only see stumps.
There are a few brilliant talents now, that's true, but the quality of the weather projector has gone up a lot.
I cannot agree with you. What? It's a matter of taste. The Gustivus out belly, out begin.
My dear son, where does it begin?
In a moment, patience, please.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. There turns my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grainy spots as will not leave their teeth.
No. But to sweat in the rancid heat of an steaming bed, stewed in corruption, honeying, and making love over the nasty sty. Ladies and gentlemen, your places please, it's beginning. O you ancient shades which are born upon this lake, put us to sleep, and let us dream of what will be in 200,000 years.
200,000 years there won't be nothing.
So let's be shown that nothing.
Yes, indeed, we're sleeping. Men, lions, eagles, and partridges, hunted deer, geese, spiders, salmon fish which live in the water, starfish, and all organisms invisible to the eye. In short, whole life. Whole life. Whole life. Which has been extinguished. It's completed in sad cycle. For thousands of centuries, the earth hasn't borne a single living being, and this small moon lies floating, no purpose. In the middle of the days, if the wind can cry no more in May, the cockchafer is no longer heard in the lion room. It's cold, cold, cold. It's empty, empty, empty. It's frightening, frightening, frightening. The bodies of the living beings have turned into dust, and the internal matter has changed them to stones, to water, to clouds, and all the spirits have merged into one. I am that universal spirit. In me is the spirit of Alexander the Great, and Caesar, and Shakespeare, and Napoleon, and that of the meanest leech. In me, human consciousness has merged with animal instinct, and I remember everything and every life and about myself. And you, this is a bit of decadent theater.
Mama, shush!
I'm lonely. Once in 100 years I open my mouth to speak, and my voice sounds doleful. This emptiness no one hears. And you, pale lights, do not hear me. Towards dawn, the decaying Mars pulls in your all until dawn. Without thought, without will, without tremor of life, pray that life might begin in you, the father of eternal matter. The devil changed your atoms every instant, those of the rocks, the water, and you continuously change. Only one spirit in the universe remains constant and immutable. Like a prisoner cast into a deep empty well, I do not know where I am or what awaits me. It is only revealed to death, and then yet cruel fight with the devil I'm destined to conquer. And hereafter, the matter and spirit will blend into a beautiful harmony, and will come the kingdom of universal good. But this will only be when, little by little, after a long sequence of millennia, the moon and the bright Sirius of the earth have turned to dust. Till then, horror, horror, horror! And my enemy, the devil, approaches. I see his fearsome crimson eyes. I smell sulfur. Is that intentional?
Yes, shush!
Yes, it's a fact.
Mama!
He's lonely without a man. Oh, the doctor has taken his jacket to the devil. The bottom.
Right, do you know what? Okay, that's enough, right, go.
Why are you angry?
No, I'm sorry. I forgot that only select few could write plays and act on stage. I broke the monopoly.
What is the matter with you?
Karina, my dear, you mustn't treat a young man's pride like that.
What did I say to him?
You offended him.
He must have arranged this performance with its smell of sulfur not as a joke, but as a demonstration. He wanted to teach us how to write and how to perform. In the end, it gets boring. His constant attack at me is never would try anybody a capricious of his boy.
He wanted to please you.
Really? However, he did it through some ordinary play, but made us listen to this decadent ravings. As a joke, I'm prepared to listen to raving, but here we have claims to new form, to new age in art. And in my opinion, there are no forms here, but just simply bad behavior.
Everyone writes as he wants or as he's able to.
Let him write as he wants and as he is able to, but just let him leave me in peace!
Joe, no one thing.
I'm not joking, but I won. And I'm not angry. I'm just vexed that a young man spends his time so tediously. I didn't want to offend him.
No one has grounds for separating spirit from matter, since it is possible that spirit itself is creation of matter. But just think, how about describing in a play and then performing on a stage the existence of yours truly, a schoolmaster? It's hard life.
Fair enough. We will talk of place, of Adam. Such a lovely evening. Then, 15 years ago, here on the lake, we heard a constant music and singing almost every night. There are 6 estates on the shore, and I remember there was laughter, noise, shooting, and romance from men. Jean Pierre, the idol of the 6 houses, but then I present Dr. Evgeny Sergeyevich. Even now he's enchanting, but then he was irresistible.
Like this. The audience froze.
Silent angel just passed.
Let us go. Where are you going, Sir Earl? We will let you. Papa is waiting for me. Oh, that father. Well, I'm so sorry to let you go. If you knew how hard it is for me to leave, someone could go with you, my love.
Hey, it's just an hour or so, well.
No, I can't, Peter Nikolaevich. I can't. Oh, an unfortunate girl, really. They say that mother left all her future state to her husband, down to the last hope. And now, the girl has nothing. As her father already left everything to his second wife, it's shocking.
Yes, Papa Zero's why.
Let's get inside food. Otherwise, my lips are.
They're barely moving. They were made of food. Oh, come on, you little thing.
Madam,
I can hear the dog howl again. Can you please ask them to exchange?
I can't, Petrikowicz. I'm afraid thieves will get into the bar, so I got beaten in there. Yeah, go. Bro, Silva. Not professional singer. Just a simple bell of church choir. How much is the church choir to pay?
I don't know, perhaps I understand nothing or I've gone out of my mind, but I like the play. There is something there. When the girl spoke of loneliness and then, when the red eyes of the devil appeared, my hand shook from emotion. Something there. Fresh. Simple. I want to say a lot of nice things to him.
There's no one left. Mashenko is chasing me all over the park. She's just intolerable.
Konstantin Gavrilovich, I really like your play. It's a little strange and I didn't see the end.
and still it made a great impression. You're a gifted man who must go on. What a nervous chap you are. What do I mean? You've taken a theme from the realm of abstract ideas. Rightly so, because a work of art absolutely needs to express something grateful. Beauty only lies in what is serious. How pale you are.
So you're saying that I should go on?
Yes, but only depict what is important, eternal. You know, I have lived a varied life. I've enjoyed it, I'm content, but if I ever came to feel that upsurge of spirit which artists have at the moment of creation, I would scorn my material shell and all that belongs to it, and I would be carried up from earth.
Where is Nina?
And something else. A work must contain clear and defined thought. You must know the object of your writing, otherwise, if you go down the picturesque road without a definite aim, you will lose your way, and your talent will destroy you.
Excuse me, where is Nina?
I'm afraid she's gone home.
Oh, what should I do then? I need to go to her. It's vital that I see her. Really,
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Constantine Gavrilovich, go into the house. Mama is waiting for you.
Please, can you just tell her that I've got it? Can you stop following me, please?
My dear fellow, you mustn't. That's not right.
I'm really grateful. Thank you, Doctor. Please.
You.
When there's nothing more to say, people say, you.
I think they're playing indoors. You must go?
Wait a moment.
What?
I want to tell you something. I want to talk. I do love my father, but my heart goes out to you. For some reason, I feel with all my soul that you are close to me. Help me. Help me. Or I'll do something foolish. I'll make a mockery of my life. I'll spoil it. Oh, I can't any longer.
What? What do you want?
I am so unhappy. No one knows how unhappy I am. I love Constantine.
You're so highly strung, and such a lot of love. Oh, enchanted lake. But what can I do, my child? What can I do? Yeah, that sounds good.
60 years old? Even at 60, one wants to live. Oh well, take my living job.
I think it would be good for him to go somewhere and take the wife.
Well, he can go, nowhere.
So try and understand.
There is nothing to understand. Everything is clear.
Piotr Nikolaevich ought to give up smoking.
Rubbish. No, not rubbish. Alcohol and tobacco take away your personality. After a cigar or a glass of vodka, you are no longer Piotr Nikolaevich, but Piotr Nikolaevich or someone else. Your I dissolves, and you relate to yourself as a third person. He.
It's all very well for you nowadays. You've had a good life. But what about me? I have served 28 years in the Department of Justice, and I have never begun to live. You have had a good life, and so you inclined toward philosophy, and I want to live, and so I drink sherry at dinner, and I smoke cigars, and so on and so on. Well,
One must have a serious enemy in life, and yours, Your Excellency.
well, I believe like a little bit man.
What can be more boring than this nice rural Tedum? It's hot, it's quiet, everyone talks philosophy. It's good to be with you, my friends, pleasant to listen to you, but to sit in a hotel room and learn about is much better. Yes, splendid. I do understand you.
First, when you're in town, sitting in the study, a man is no one in without announcing. There is a telephone, there are cats.
I'm so glad to see you in a good health. My wife says you're planning to go to town today.
Yes, That's the plan.
Let's plan it. But what we will go and tell it? We are bringing the ride today. All the men are taken up. And may I ask you what horses you will use?
What horses? How do I know what horses?
We have the carriage horses.
The carriage horses. And where will I get harnesses? Where will I get harnesses? This is astonishing. Beyond comprehension. My dear lady, I watched your town. I can give 10 years of my life for you, but I cannot give you horses.
But what if I have to go now? Strange business.
Dear lady, you do not know what farming means.
An old story. In that case, you know what? I'm leaving for Moscow today. Go get the horses for me in the village, or I will go to the station on foot.
In that case, I resign. Find yourself another manager.
Every summer is like that. Every summer I'm insulted here. Oh, I would set my foot here again.
Impertinence, what the hell? And then does it have had enough? Bring all horses here at once!
To refuse her in decline, a famous actress. Isn't her every wish and caprice is more important than your farming? Just don't think. But what can I do? Put yourself in my position. What can I do?
Take me to my sister. We will all beg her not to leave, right? Infernal man, a tyrant. Yeah, it's awful, I know, but don't worry. I'll speak to him. He will not leave.
People are so boring. Really, your husband should be thrown out of here on his ear, but it will all end with that old man, Pyotr Nikolaevich, and his sister, begging his pardon. You'll see.
He sent out the carriage horses into the fields too. And every day there are misunderstandings like this. If you knew how it upsets me, I get ill. Do you feel? I'm trembling. I can't stand his rudeness. Jenny, my dear, my beloved, take me into your home. Our time is passing. We are no longer young. And if only at the end of our lives we could just stop concealing and lying.
I'm 55 years old. It's now too late to change my life.
I know you're accusing me because there are other women besides you who are close to you. You can't take them all in. I understand. Forgive me. I gave you notice.
No, not at all.
I suffer from jealousy. Of course, you adopted the kind of good demon. I understand.
How is them there?
You're Nikolaevich Kreiner. Not Nikolaevich possessing.
Well, I suppose we go and get proper than relevant jobs.
Yeah.
That's good.
What a nice flower. Give me that flower. Give me that flower. How strange to see a famous actress crying and for such a silly reason. And strange to see a famous writer telling all the public stories about him in all the papers. His picture for sale translated into foreign languages. And he spends all day fishing and would be glad to have caught a couple of trout. I thought that famous people are proud and approachable. And they despise
Stupid failure. Women don't forgive failure. I burnt the lot. Every scrap of paper. If only you knew how unhappy I am. Your coldness is frightening. It's incredible, as if this lake had dried up or just flown into the ground. You just said you're too simple to understand. What is there to understand? My play failed to please. You despise my inspiration. You think I'm worthless, commonplace like so many others. How I understand that? How I understand? It's as if I've had a nail driven into my brain and my pride. It tugs my pride like a serpent. But here comes the true talent. He steps like Hamlet, and with a book too. Words, words, words. The sun hasn't yet reached you, but you're already melted in his beams. I won't keep you.
Schoolmaster.
Good afternoon, Boris.
Good afternoon. We're leaving today, unexpectedly. Probably won't see each other again. Pity. Don't often get to meet young girls. Young and interesting girls. I've forgotten and can't clearly remember what it's like to be 18 or 19, and so in my plays and stories the girls are usually false. I'd like to be inside your mind just for an hour, to see how you think, and generally what kind of a little thing you are.
And I would like to be in your play.
Why?
Learn how famous and talented writer is. Happy. Harvest, like you, for instance. Given a life that's interesting, bright, and full of meaning, you're happy.
I'm happy. You're talking now of fortune, fame, some bright and splendid existence. But I'm sorry, I find all these good words like jelly, which I never eat. You're very young and very kind. You need to get upset and a little cross. But let us talk. We'll talk of my splendid, bright existence. Well, where shall we begin? You can have a compulsive imagination when, for example, you think day and night of nothing but the moon. And I have such a moon. I am held day and night by one obsessive thought. I must write. I must write. I must. No sooner do I finish writing one story than I'm driven by someone to write another. And then a third, after that a fourth. I write with no breaks, as if I were travelling with relays of post horses and cannot do otherwise. What, might I ask you, is splendid or bright about that? What an absurd life. I'm here with you talking, but I'm getting worked up. And meanwhile I think and I remember that I have a moment every story that is waiting for me at home. Over there I see a cloud shaped like a grand piano. I think that maybe my story should mention a cloud like a piano. I can smell heliotrope, sickly sweet scent, widow's colour. Bring it in when describing a summer's evening. Catch your every sentence, every word, and I lock all these sentences and word in my literary storeroom, in case they come in useful. When I've finished my work, I run off to the theatre or to fish, and then you think I might be able to rest or forget, but no. That heavy piece of iron shot rolls around my head. A new plot, and I'm drawn to my desk to write. So it remains always. Always, and I feel that I'm devouring in my own life, that I have no rest from myself, that in order to make the honey to give to someone, I must rob my best flowers of their pollen. I tear apart these flowers and trample on their roots. Am I not a madman? Do my friends and family treat me as a healthy human being? Or what little thing are you writing? What treat are you going to give us? Always the same. And I think that this attention from my friends, these compliments and praises, they're all lies. They feed you lies like a sick man. Sometimes I'm afraid they'll come up from behind, grab me and carry me off, like Goggles pop rushing to a lunatic asylum. I was in my starting years, my young years, my best years. The work was pure agony. A young writer often feels clumsy, awkward, out of place, especially when things aren't going his way. His nerves are strained and shreds. He hangs around both of those involved in literature, without acknowledgement or recognition, like a passionate gambler without any money. Although I couldn't see my readers, somehow imagine them as unfriendly, mistrustful. When I had to put on a new play, every time I felt dark hair give out signs of hostility, and fair hair chilly indifference. How awful it was, what torment!
Excuse me, Dante. The actual process of creation would be some happy, elevated moments.
Yes, when I'm writing something it feels good, and when I'm proofreading something it feels good. Can't bear it when something goes to publish and I see that something is wrong, a mistake, that it shouldn't be there. I feel irritated and low in spirit. And the public reads it, and what I write. I love the water, the trees, the sky. I feel nature which stirs a passion inside of me, an irresistible desire to write. And I'm not just a landscape artist, I'm a citizen too. I love my country, my people, and I feel that as a writer it is my duty to write about these people, about their sufferings, their future, the rights of man and science, and so on and so on. People bear down on me from every direction. They're angry, and I dart from side to side like a fox trapped by hounds. I watch life and science advance ever onward, while I get left further and further behind, like a peasant who's missed his train. And in the end, I feel that I can only write about the landscape, and in everything else I'm false. False to the marrow of my bones.
Oh yeah, hope about it. And now that the time nor the will to recognize your own value. Maybe dissatisfied with yourself but to others, a great and noble. If I were a writer like you, I would give up my whole life to the people. I would know that its happiness lay only in rising to my level. The crowd would carry me alone in a chariot.
In a chariot? My Agamemnon or someone?
If I were a writer like you, I would bear feminine hostility, poverty, disappointment. I would live in an attic and eat only rye bread. I would suffer from dissatisfaction with myself, from the consciousness of my imperfections, but in demand. I would return fame, real noisy fame. My head is spinning. Where are you?
I'm being called, probably to pack. I really don't want to go. What blessedness, such beauty.
Do you see the house in the garden on the fortune?
Yes.
That's my dead mother's house. I was born there. Spent my entire life on the same. No evidence left.
You have a fine place here. What's this?
A Seagull. That's something I really should.
Beautiful bird. I really don't want to go. Persuade Irina Nikolaevna to stay.
What are you writing?
I'm making a note. Plot just flashed through my mind. Plot of a young girl who grew up on the shores of the lake. Like this seagull.
Where are you?
I'm coming! What is it?
We are staying. It's a dream!
I'm telling you all this as a writer. You can use it. I'm telling you frankly. If you wanted himself seriously, I could not have lived a moment longer. But I'm brave. I went and decided. I'm gonna rip this love from my heart. Rip it by the roots.
How?
I'm getting married to meet the danger.
To the schoolmaster?
Yes,
I don't understand the need.
to live without hope, waiting something for years on end. But when I get married, there won't be any time for love. New cares will wipe out all the past. Anyway, it will be a change, you know. Shall we have another?
Won't that be too much?
Here I am. Don't look at me like that. Women drink more often than you think. If you drink openly like me, those good in secret, and all of them drink vodka or brandy. Won't let it help. You're straightforward man. I'm sorry to say goodbye.
I really don't want to go.
Why don't you ask her to stay?
No, she won't stay now. Her son is behaving extraordinarily tactlessly. First he tries to shoot himself, now I hear he's going to challenge me to a duel. And what for? He snorts, sulks, preaches new forms of art. There's room for all, new and old. Why do we have to wrestle?
Well, jealousy? But it's none of my business. My schoolmaster is not very clever, he's poor, and he's a good man. And he loves me so much. I'm sorry for him, and for his old mother. Well, I wish you all the best. Remember me kindly. I'm very grateful to you for being kind to me. Send me your books in scrap, please. But just don't write to my dear friend. Write just to Maria, Heritage Garden. Purpose of existence in this world unknown. Goodbye.
Even.
No, there's only one thing. I was not watching. She didn't become an actress, so no. I wish someone could give me some advice.
One can't give advice about that.
We're saying goodbye now, and probably won't see each other anymore. Please, before you go, accept this little medallion from me as a memento. I've had your initials engraved in it, and on the other side, the title of your book, Days and Nights.
How graceful. A charming present.
Remember me sometime.
I will. I'll remember you in that day a week ago. We talked. There was a white seagull hanging from the tree.
Yes, the seagull. You can't take me more, they're coming. Please, before you go, give me 2 minutes, I beg you. And your room, my please. What should we go about visiting? Who went out just now? Nina?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. We're on the way. I think I've been everything and worn out.
Days and Nights, page 121, lines 11 and 12.
Do you want a fish roll, Spectre?
Yes, I'll be needing those, but give the books away to someone.
Yes, sir.
Are any of my books left in the house?
Don't mock. Don't catch cold. Keep an eye on my son. Look after him. Advise. I shall leave and I still will not know why Constantine tried to shoot himself. I think the main reason was jealousy. The sooner I take to worry from here, the better.
How shall I tell you? There were other reasons. One can understand. A young man, clever, lives in the country, with the back of the one. He has no money, no position, no future, and no occupation. He's ashamed and frightened of his idleness. I'm exceptionally fond of him, and he's attached to me. But in the end, he thinks he's an extra in his house, a sponge, a useless dependent. Understand?
Trouble he brings me. Should he go into government service?
Well, it would be better if you give him some money. First, he should dress like a human being. I mean, look at him. He has been wearing the same old jacket for 3 years and so on and so on. He goes around without even an overcoat. And a few oats won't come amiss. Let him go abroad or something. It's not expensive.
Still, I could probably go as far as a suit by a bro. No, at present, I can even manage a suit. I have no money. No money.
So I'm so
Patricia? Oh, help me,
Be Christ, Mama, I'm going to get like this. I'm going, you should really lie down.
It's nothing. Nothing. It's over now. Yes, yes. Lay down. Just for a little bit. Lay down for a little bit. Then I'll go to town. Of course I go to town. Lay down for a little bit. Then we go to town.
Burrito, 4 legs in the morning, 2 at midday, and 3 in the evening.
Yes, we might go to the town. Time to go to the open road.
I'm going to play.
Finally.
Mama, if you could show some sudden generosity and lend him 1,500, maybe 2,000 rubles, he could live in the city all year long. He gets very depressed here.
I have no money. I'm an actress, not a girl.
Mama, change my bandages. You do it so well.
Dr. Slade,
You said you'd be here at 10 and it's almost 12.
sit down. It's like a turban on you. Yesterday, a caller in the kitchen asked me what nationality you were. Oh, it's almost healed. There's next to nothing there. My dear, I hope when we left, you won't go back then you again, will you?
No, Mama, it was a moment of crazy despair when I couldn't control myself. It won't happen again. We have magic hands. I remember long ago when you were working in state theatres. I was much younger then. The laundress in the courtyard was badly beaten up, and you brought her in and took her medicine and washed her children in the tub. Do you remember?
No.
There were those 2 ballet dancers who lived in the same building as us. You used to drink coffee with them.
Yeah, I remember.
They were so religious. Recently, I've had a love for you which has been as tender and as total as that in my childhood. I have no one left but you. Only why? Why do you give in to the influence of that man?
Oh, you don't understand. He's the most noble person.
Well, his nobility failed to show through when I challenged him to a duel. He's going away. That's a coward. He's a shameful flight.
Oh, what nonsense! I myself doesn't believe.
Here we are, virtually quarrelling, and he's somewhere in the drawing room or the garden, laughing. You know, he's working on the development. He's trying to convince her once and for all that he's some kind of genius.
You always find pleasure in saying nasty things to him. But I admire that man, and I beg you not speak bad of him in front of me.
Yeah, and I don't admire him, and do you know what? I can't lie. His books, they make me feel sick.
It's jealousy. People with aspirations but no talent have nothing left but to criticize genuine talent. What a consolation for them.
Genuine talent! If it comes to that, I'm more talented than the rest of you. You slaves of invention! I've grabbed the prime place in yours, and you only see your own activities as legitimate and real, and everything else is just crush and stifle. You know, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize you or him.
Damn decadent!
Darling theatre, an actor in pathetic, pantser's place.
Never! I have never been in a place like that! Leave me alone! You are not capable of writing even a rags with a watermelon sketch! Give Marsha a better start to any job with this creator!
If only you knew. She doesn't love me. I can't write it. I have no hope.
Don't despair. Everything will go right. Everything. You will go away now and she will love you again. Stop. Stop. Now we get up.
Yes, Mama.
Make your peace with me, too. You mustn't have a dream, must you?
Yes, Mama. And you don't let me see, and it's more than I can. Here comes the doctor will do the bandage later.
Ah, here it is. If ever you need my life, then take it.
You're out of your mind.
Well,
Today you all have conspired to defend me.
she doesn't understand. She doesn't want to understand.
Am I so old and ugly that you can talk to me of other women with no shame? You have got men! My beautiful, wonderful man! The last page of my life. If you leave me even for a single hour, I won't survive. I shall go out of my mind. My wonderful, magnificent, my conqueror.
Someone might come in.
Lando, I'm not afraid of my love for you. You want to behave like a lunatic, but I don't want you to. I will let you. You are mine. You are mine. You are mine. This forehead is mine. This eye are mine. This silky hair is mine too. You are mine. You are all mine. You are so talented, so wise. You are the best of all writers today. You are Russia's one hope. You have such reserves of sincerity, simplicity, freshness, same humor. In every line, you can convey the essence of a person or a landscape. You characters say life. Oh, no one can read you without going ecstasy. Do you think this praise is absurd? Am I a flatter? Come, look into my eyes, look here. Do I look like a liar? You see, only I can appreciate you. Only I can tell you the truth. My wonderful, magnificent man, will you come? Will you? You will not abandon me.
I have no will of my own. He's never had a will of my own. Feeble, flabby, always giving in. Can this appeal to a woman? Take me, carry me off, never let me one step away from you.
Love is mine. But if you want to, you can stay. I will myself go and you will come later. In a week's time. In fact, what's the hurry?
No, let's leave together.
As you like, together it is. What are you doing?
I heard a good phrase this morning. The Virgin's Wood. It might come in useful. So, going home, back to train stations, carriages, shops, buffets, conversations with strangers.
I have the medical honor announcing that the horses are ready. It's now time, dear lady, to leave for the station. The train arrives at 5 minutes past 2. Irina Nikolaevna, be so kind as not to forget to make a little inquiry. Where is Dr. Susaksev now? Is he alive? Is he well? Once upon a time we used to drink together. He was inimitable in the post office robbery. I remember the tragedian Ismailov worked with him in Elizabethgrad. Another remarkable personality. Do not hide the lady, you can have another 5 minutes. Once they were playing two conspirators in a melodrama. And when they were suddenly discovered, the words were, "We have fallen into a trap." But as my mom said, we have fallen in the bread! Bread!
There are some plums for a journey. They're very sweet, perhaps you feel like a little treat. Thank you. You're so thoughtful. If anything wasn't quite right, everything was alright. Everything was so alright. Our time is passing. What can we do?
Sister, Sky can't be waiting for all that. Look at the carriage.
I will walk to the station to see you off. I will walk with you.
Goodbye, my dears. If we're all alive and well, we'll meet next summer again. Here's a riddle. Oh, humble thanks, my lady. Have a good journey. We're very grateful to you.
God bless you.
Shut up with little letter. Goodbye, Mr. Sage.
Where's Constantine? Tell him I'm leaving. Well, think of me kindly. And don't forget, I gave you a book. For the boat.
You hear? We're leaving.
For Sage, I've taken a remarkable decision. The die is cast. I'm going on the stage. Tomorrow, I won't be here. I'm leaving my father. I'm leaving everything and beginning a new life. I'm leaving for Moscow.
Oh, send word to me at once. The Golkowski building on Molchanovka. I'm in a hurry.
No one can tell me.
You're so beautiful. Such happiness knowing we shall see each other soon. Those beautiful, wonderful eyes. Inexplicably beautiful, tender smile. Angelic and pure expression. Oh, my darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we have 15 minutes interval. Please, quiet programs to understand or slow down the stage, and after that we continue with Act 4. Ladies and gentlemen, у нас интервал, перерыв на 15 минут. В течение этого вы можете купить нашу программу для понимания, что происходит на сцене. После этого мы перейдем к 4-му блоку.
London is like that as well. Yeah. It's more the south than the north. So the south is
Why are you sitting here? Keep walking. Keep walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, the act is going to begin.
that is nothing. Something must have exploded in my travel medicine chest.
Oh, it frightened me. Oh, it reminded me how... Oh, it went dark before my eyes. Oh, just...
I was right. A battle of ever went up.
Oh, just remind me.
You remember, a couple of months ago they published an article, letters from America. And I wanted to ask you, by the way, as I'm very interested in this question. They bring Columbus somewhere away from Hippies. The fact is, Constantine Gavrilovich has shot himself.